now. Um, but
So if you're looking for LLCs or companies like that, IDI Core, IDICORE.com.
Okay. IDIC.
Yep, CORE.com.
Okay.
That's
Got
how
it.
you'll find corporations and emails, phone numbers, and everybody that's connected with them.
All right, great. Thank
Cool.
you. Thank you, Maury.
All right,
I
Carson,
have a quick question. Can I ask you?
go for it. Then Carson. Yep.
Yeah. So when you close the deal with the seller, the owner of the house, is there like a specific contract that you use for wholesalers?
Yeah, we have a specific purchase agreement. Like you signed a purchase agreement for your two houses, right? The ones that you're talking
Right.
about. We have an assignment contract. Is that what you're asking about?
Right.
Or I can send it to you. Shoot me a text and I can send you the assignment that I use. It's really good. Yeah, so we do. Yeah, me, Mike, Carson, Armani, we all use the same purchase agreement, same assignment contract.
Okay.
Matt as well, if any of you guys want that. So
Sounds great.
yep, absolutely.
Thank you.
Yep. Here, Carson. Can you hear me?
What's up?
What's up, man? We're just introducing ourselves and what market are you in, and what do you do?
Oh yeah. Yep. So I'm Carson as well. I'm Carson Whaley. I've been wholesaling for, it's my first full month. I tried it out in January. I actually came in with Carson and Mike there in their office. I was working a full-time job and had just kind of like someone else is saying, just knowing it, like trusting the process. I got 2 deals done and now I'm in love with wholesale, and I quit my full-time job. I'm doing this, and it's like 1 to 2 deals a month. If I could add any value, I mean, I came from sales and I've always learned like sales is not selling people. It's fixing their problems. I've realized like the last couple of weeks, last couple of months, like if you got to try too hard to make it a deal, it's probably not a deal. And I've probably focused more of my energy on disqualifying people versus trying to qualify people. Because if there's that much pushback, they don't have that much motivation and they're probably not looking for the solution that you can offer. So, I mean, that's really all I'd say at this point. Just, sales is sales, but at the same time, don't force it. You're going to spend a lot of time trying to make a deal that's not there. So,
Yeah, I would say Everett to what you said. That's, talk to Carson if you want some tips on kind of how to disqualify or qualify sellers, because you say you have 100 people in your CRM. You want to get that down to none. You want to turn that into either trash or contracts, because right now you're just sitting on those. So that's a really good point. And he is good at sales. He sold me a truck. But yeah, he's good at selling houses too. So yeah, hit him up if you have any questions about sales. And you're in the Flint market.
And I'm in
right?
Flint too. Yeah, just starting here in Flint. So anybody else wants to work together, or whatever it may be. Yep.
Cool.
Thanks, sir.
Appreciate it, man. All right, who else we got? Caleb just joined. Caleb, if you're on, man, unmute yourself. Tell us.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great, man. How are you?
I'm good. I'm just starting out. I just started about a week and a half ago. I just been learning all the materials and stuff like that.
Cool. Looking to wholesale?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I've been.
Yeah, I would. Go ahead.
Excuse me. Go ahead.
No. Go. Just continue with what you're saying. Go ahead.
Oh, so past couple of days, I'm located in Ann Arbor and Ypsilanti, and I've been just driving for dollars, and I found like a couple of distressed properties, and I wrote down the addresses and pulled up like details for the properties as well as owners, and I'm working on my pitch, like cold calling, and I'm gonna call the sellers soon.
Cool. Where do you live? You live in Ann Arbor area?
Yes, Ann Arbor and Ipsy.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, man, you're in the right spot. I was gonna say, watch our previous week's videos. We talk
Okay.
about it was probably 2 months ago. We had a whole week on acquisitions, like how to talk to sellers, pretty much how to lock them up. So I would watch that video. It's on Todd's YouTube. Mike, can you put his YouTube in the chat? But yeah, and then if you can squat up with someone, if there's someone local in this group, or if you come down to Flint or Detroit, um, cold calling alongside someone or role playing with somebody is really big, really helpful as far as just learning what to say, what not to say. So, but yeah, we talked about that. We actually had a whole week where we live cold called sellers. So if you have sellers you want me to call, let me know. We can call them live on next week's meetup.
Oh, okay. When does you guys do that? Is there
Every Wednesday at 8 o'clock. Yep. I just put my phone number in the chat again. So
okay,
shoot me a text with your name if you can.
okay. I have one question.
Sure.
How does rent prices affect the offer of a property?
So it depends. It really depends what your buyer's list is, right? Because if your buyer's list is a bunch of flippers, they don't care what it can rent for. But typically the higher the rent, the higher the value of the house. If you're working lower income areas, Ann Arbor can get really expensive. Do you know what the average price point is in Ypsilanti?
Well, it depends on the area, but most parts they're about mid hundreds, and then some parts they're 200, and then there's a couple that are below 100.
Yeah, I would reach out to just some buyers in your area, ask them what they want to buy. Because at the end of the day, that's what matters. What are the buyers willing to pay? And so if you have buyers who want to buy everything they want a 12% return on their investment, then you need to know what the rents are so then you can calculate that return and feed your buyers those deals. I've noticed for me, in areas like that, I don't have a lot of buyers who are buying. Mark Jones probably does. I don't have a lot of buyers who are buying rentals for the 100 to 200K mark. Mine are buying them for 20K because they want the cash on cash return. So in a market like that, it really affects it. The lower markets, because people aren't really flipping houses for 30,000, because typically banks won't loan $30,000. There's not much room to flip. Some banks will, but yeah, that's what I would say, man. It just depends on the deal, really. Some deals people aren't going to want as rentals. Some are. So, if it's a 1-bedroom house, someone's probably going to buy it to flip it. If it's a 4-bedroom house, someone might buy it to rent it. But you just got to figure out what your buyers are buying for in that market. Is anyone in this call in the Ann Arbor area or do business out of Ann Arbor at all, by chance? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know.
I got a quick hack for that though. If you're in your area and you want, for instance, if you want a flipper, if your buyer's a flipper, look up recently sold houses in the area that are flips and contact either the agent or skip trace that to contact the buyer. And then I would actually contact the agent directly. It's free. You don't have to skip trace. And that way the agent be like, hey, your buyer that you had, do you think that they want a next project? It's right down the street from the one they just sold. A lot of people want to do it in the same area. And then if you think it's a renter, look up what just recently rented in the areas, things like that. That's just if you're starting from zero.
Okay, I see.
Great tip. Great tip, Randy.
I would also, while I was on my drive in Ann Arbor, I seen this neighborhood where there's a few distressed homes, and they were in the 400,000 value, and there was a few investors that are fixing and flipping the house, and some of the houses, they looked like they've been renovated and they look pretty nice and they already been flipped. Would it be a good idea to contact those I guess, owner of the investors that own that property that are still doing the construction and stuff like that. See if they want to use the other properties as the next
Definitely.
project.
Definitely. That's kind of similar like the tip Randy was given. Like if you're in an area looking for properties and you see contractors or people there working on properties, definitely stop, talk to them, and get their contact information, and just ask them, hey, if I find you another deal in this area and bring it to you, are you interested? And you just start networking.
Caleb, one thing you can do is call bandit signs, like the We Buy Houses signs in your area. Those are probably other wholesalers. Ask them what their buyers are paying for rentals. Depending on what deal you have, just network with those people, because those people are going to know the area. Even squat up with them for your first deal, so you know what things are selling for, and then maybe go out on your own after that. But I would network with local wholesalers. That's I wish someone on here was from that area. But that's what I would do, man. Go on Facebook groups, real estate investment groups. Start running your deals that your prospective sellers past wholesalers and say, what do you think you can sell this for? What do you think this is worth? What would you pay for it? And then kind of go off that. So that's what I would do, man.
Follow-up question. Is it better if I find a property to put under a contract first, and then I guess put the house and the price of the property on a Facebook group to find buyers? Or should I just ask who would be like any investors or cash buyers that would be willing to put for them to be on my buyers list?
So just to clarify, you're saying just how to go about it when you get a deal, or how to build buyers?
Well, is it better if I should, since I haven't, since this will be my first deal, should I first get a property under a contract and have it listed on the Facebook, like the group and stuff like that, and look for cash buyers? Or should I send out a message saying, if any cash buyers that want me to put them in their in my buyer list?
Do both, man. Do both. At the end of the day, if you have a good deal, buyers are going to come to you. If you have a really good deal in Ann Arbor, I'll be able to sell it. Deals sell themselves if they're good enough. If you see people on Facebook groups saying, I buy in Ann Arbor, add them to a list, but don't spend a ton of time on that. Find the deal. From there, reach out to me. I can help you sell it, or reach out to those people you've added to your buyers list, or post it on Facebook groups. I wouldn't worry about buyers so much right now. Focus on just getting the first deal under contract. But like I said, squat up with someone who knows what they're doing, who knows buyers, and in that process, be building your buyers list just kind of naturally, so that you're more prepared for the next one. But you're gonna need someone to bounce deals off of, and I can help you comp deals and stuff in Ann Arbor. I'm sure it's not too much different than where we are. So shoot me a text and I can help you with any deal you find.
Okay. All right. Thank you, man.
Yes, sir. Thanks for joining. Did I miss anyone?
Hey, everyone. I didn't get a chance to introduce myself. My name is Armani. I wholesale here in the Jesse County area, along with Carson and Michael and the other Carson. And I'm just glad to be in a room tonight, hearing some of you guys share your stories, and just good to be here.
Sweet. Yeah, Armani's a killer. If you got deals in Flint, shoot them to me. Don't shoot them to him. I'm just kidding. No, he's a killer. He's really crushing it in Flint. He's been doing it for like 6 months, and he's doing like about as many deals as I am. And I've been doing it for 2 years, so he's crushing it. All right. Any other questions at all?
One thing I would say to Caleb about building a buyer's list, what I always do is there's 5 questions that I ask a buyer before we ever even talk about deals. The first one I ask them is, how many properties do they plan on buying this year? How do they on their properties? Do they use private money? Do they use hard money?
Oh, okay.
Are they a cash buyer, something like that?
All right.
Another one is what kind of spread are you looking for? You know, what kind of profit do they want? Do they want 15%, 20%, whatever? What's another one I ask them? Oh, if I brought you a deal, and this is a deal killer right here with me. If I brought you a deal to where you're making $50,000 off the deal, but I'm making $40,000 off the deal, would you have a problem with that? And if they tell me, yeah, I walk right then and there. I don't even deal with them anymore. I just tell them, okay, cool, have a good day, click.
Yep.
Because
Those are,
if they're worried about what you're making, they're not a serious buyer. Odds are they're a wholesaler trying to JV your deal.
Oh, okay. Would you mind repeating those 5 things you just told me? I'm writing them down.
Yeah, it's if I gave you a deal where you were making 50,000 and I was making 40,000, would you have a problem with that?
yep, that's huge.
The,
Go ahead, man. Go ahead and finish those up. And then we're gonna have to cut it off because it's 9:30. But yeah, those are really good. Write these down, guys, if you haven't.
the other one was how many deals do you plan on doing this year?
And then the other one you told me was spread or profit margin.
Yeah, what kind of profit margin or spread are you looking for?
Normally, like since like I was just started out, I was gonna go with about like 30%, but I'm gonna keep that in mind to ask about the spread.
Yeah, let them tell you, because
Yeah.
every buyer is going to be different. Some buyers
Yep.
want 30%, some are going to be happy with 10, some are going to be happy with 15. So yeah, let them tell you.
Okay. Okay. And I'm missing one more. You told me that one more.
How are you structuring your deals? Are you using OPM, which means other people's money? Are you using hard money? Are you using cash? You know, stuff like that. And the reason why you ask that is because that will tell you how fast they can close. Because you also want a buyer that can, if you can get it through title in 3 days, you want a buyer that can close in 3 days or close on that 4th day at the very latest.
That's some gold, Bernie. Those are all phenomenal questions. Every single one of them. Super good. We'll end it with that. But Todd, where'd you go, man? I saw you pop on Marine Zoom. I wanted to say what's up.
What
Hey.
up? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, man?
Everyone. That's enough.
Yeah, we can hear you, man.
I just got done delivering a dumpster.
Yeah, you look like you crawled out of one.
I did, literally.
Well, thanks for joining us, Todd. It's good chat.
Yeah, man. Thanks for taking care of business.
Yes, sir. Thanks for coming, everyone. That was awesome. Let's, just stay in touch with people. If you need anything, reach out to me, Mike, or Todd. Todd, throw your phone number in the chat, man. I talked a lot about you, so I'm sure someone needs to
Isn't there a way to save the chat, Todd, or something like that?
Yeah.
Right click the 3 buttons, 3 dots, and then you can save the chat.
Oh, perfect. That's it.
Okay.
Thank you.
What
All right,
3
everyone.
dots?
Yeah, I recommend everyone do that for sure. You save everyone's contact info. So thanks again, everybody.
Where are the 3 dots?
In
oh,
the
I
chat.
see them. Okay, I see them. Cool.
Yeah.
Thank
Hey,
you
Todd, I
again,
told him
guys,
about
for
our
doing
deal,
this.
Yep. Cool.
Appreciate
We'll
it, man. Appreciate it.
Friday.
Yeah, appreciate you, Bernie. Appreciate everyone. Thank y'all so much for coming on, and we'll be back next week.
Randy and Nick, bring a copy of your check for next week's meeting. Let's see you, man. That's awesome. Congrats, guys.
All right, man.
Sweet.
See ya.
All right,
Yeah,
fellas.
guys.
Everyone.
See you guys. See you guys.
Yeah.
Peace.